Hey, what's going on, guys? Here it is, the 2017 lawn care setup. I didn't bring out every single thing, like some of the handheld tools, of course. I got several other weed eaters that are like backup weed eaters in the shed, and a couple other push mowers. I think I got 2 more push mowers. And of course, like I said, any of those little handheld tools, that's just ridiculous trying to bring everything out. But here's some of the bigger stuff that I, brought out from the utility trailer, the enclosed trailer, and I'll go over a couple of the other trucks I got and what I'm working with. And I'll just give you a little brief description of each and just kind of what I think of it and if it's served me well or not. Let me back up. You guys see this one? This is the vacuum right here. I got a pressure washer over here, and then of course some of the guns for pressure washing I put out. 2 little regular ones, and then the real big boy that extends. So I guess let's get started. I'm pretty anxious to share this with you guys, as I'm sure you are, to hear about one at a time. So let's get started. Right here I have a 280T Echo, and it's the SRM 280T. I actually had 2 other ones. One broke on me. This whole little connection right here just busted up. Not really sure how it happened, don't remember. But anyway, I do still have it, and I keep it for parts just in case where this one goes. The other one got stolen from me from the trailer. Lesson learned: keep your stuff locked, guys, especially as you stop to get lunch or anything like that. So right here I have the edger. Don't really use it a whole lot. We do edge with weed eaters, just something I've done ever since I've started my company. But we do use it like on occasionally when we get these first time yards that have never been edged. This is the tool for that. This is the Echo as well. I think it's the 225 if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I think it is the 225, but so it's just it's a good thing to have. All right, my pull trimmer right here, same thing, Echo. It is the 266, HCA 266. And man, that thing comes handy. It is a bit pricey, of course. Those things are not cheap, but man, some of these bigger shrubs and things like that, can't do without them. So the only steel I have is this one. Never owned a steel before. It is the FS90R, and I wanted to go ahead and pick it up and just see for myself if it is what people are saying about steel, and it is. I love the weed eater. It's plenty of power and not too heavy, and does a wonderful job. I haven't had any problems with it. I mean, I did change the spark plug and the air filter and things like that, just regular maintenance. Right here are the 2 SRM 2620s, and those things are a beast. I love them. They do phenomenal, and they get the job done. I don't know what else to tell you about them, except they get the job done. They're awesome. So all right, get the weed eaters out of the way. One more little shot right there, step back, and the edger, the pull trimmer, I mean. All right, let's see, what do you guys want to go with next? Let's just start from the beginning here. I have this little wonder HPV high performance vacuum. 2 downfalls for it, which if I get another one, I'm gonna get the self-propel. This one is not, and it is a pain when you have to push it around, and it's pretty heavy. So, but the good thing is, if we are doing a leaf job and we need it vacuumed, we will just use the backpack blowers, blow it in a pile, and then just bring this machine to one area and then just vacuum up the pile. When the bag does fill up, I do wish, of course, the bag was a little bigger. But when the bag fills up, we do use the trash can and then just empty it and put it back. So it's very time saves on time, considering tarping or anything like that. And of course, it mulches it. It's very strong. It'll suck up things such as glass bottles even. So we actually busted a hole right here, so I taped it up. But this thing is several years old. But still chugging along. I guess I will use it till it dies on me and can't run no more, and then I'll get another one. So all right, here is the Honda pressure washer. I'm sorry guys about the sun. It is the 3000 max psi, 2.7 GPM. You know, we don't pressure wash a whole lot, but when we do, this thing does the job. So will I upgrade to a more stronger, more powerful, maybe industrial grade? Sure, eventually, but I do have a friend who's getting rid of his, so that's something maybe to think about. But as far as me going to the store and purchasing a new one, I don't think so. Not anytime soon. But it does a good job. I have no complaints on it, honestly. It's a great little pressure washer. Here are the guns. Excuse me, guys. Of course, this is the cable that extends. Let me get off the sun. And it extends. You can comfortably pressure wash from ground, like a 2-story building or house. And then the 2 smaller ones right there and right there, they're wonderful. I picked this one up actually at the GIE Expo last year. Yep, 2016 in October. So we did use this, as in the previous video you guys have seen, this little disc washer. I have another one, I couldn't find it, so I just went to Lowe's and picked this one up. But I do have another one of these. I can't remember where I put it. I'm guessing it's maybe in my shed, but didn't want to take the time to look for it and just wanted to go ahead and get another one. And there it is. This is where it connects, and that's where they clean with the little brushes on the side. So anyway, all right, the steel, as I mentioned in the last video or the one before, we put a beating on this blower. Have it taped up right here. It's just, it's a beast, man. It's the Steel BR 450, and I really can't say nothing bad about it. It's had to get a new air filter. I think I need a new spark plug. I do have a little bit lag in power, not too much, but enough to where it's noticeable. So it's either that or it's either one of these bad boys right here that I got to take out and clean, the little muffler. Handheld, rarely ever use this one. This is just a backup, but it is the Husqvarna 125 BV right there. And it's fine. It's just a backup. I think I picked it up at Lowe's, if I'm not mistaken, a while back. This is the Steel BG86, and the cord busted on it just yesterday or the day before. I can't remember, but it was definitely this week. So I've got it taped up too. I mean, I'm telling you, the equipment I get, guys, we use it. I do tell the guys, of course, to be super careful with everything, but just over time, you can't really help it. So anyway, here is the Echo PB 770T. I did just pick this bad boy up this last fall, and it's a monster. I mean, I like it. I did have to switch the spark plug again and air filter, but that's just regular maintenance, I guess. So, but it does good. It does good. All right, my spreader. It's a Shindawa RS76. I bought several spreaders from Lowe's, little plastic ones, and they don't last. The wheels break. The mechanism that is turning and spreading either breaks. So I just said, you know what? I'm tired of buying $50, $60 spreaders. I'm just gonna go ahead and go to my local dealership and pick this up. I got it at the same place where I get my steel mowers and the Echo weed eaters. So, all right, the Husqvarna 725 EX, 7.25 pounds gross torque, 190 cc's. Love this push mower. We don't push mow a whole lot. This is an all-wheel drive, by the way. We don't push mow a whole lot, and so there's only just a few here and there occasionally that'll pop up, so that's why I got it. We'll be using it probably even less now that I picked up that 36 V-Ride. That's actually the reason, because we don't mind push mowing. I don't mind it at all, and then the guys don't mind it, but it's just time, and time is money, as I'm sure you guys know. So it's good to have one. I think if you're in this business, this is definitely the way to either start or to have one, because it can make you some money. All right, we have here a chainsaw. It's the Husqvarna 445. I know, guys, the sun and the shade from me, so bear with me. So 445, wonderful chainsaw. It is a bit heavy, but for just a few little limbs here and there when you want to cut them, that's great. I've actually cut huge trees with this thing as well. So, but all right, it's a good chainsaw. There's nothing to it. I mean, as long as you keep the chains sharpened or put a new one, and it'll do its job. All right, the Hedgers, Steel HS81R. This one's the bigger one. I've had these things also for several years now, and they do a great job. Right there. And they can make you guys some extra money on top of the mowing if you are into it. Hedging, some people don't like it. If it's something small, it's kind of easy, but if it is something a little bit bigger, it can be a little bit challenging. I'm not a huge fan of hedging myself, but can't turn down any money that's available. So this is the smaller one, and it is the HS56C. Same thing, just a smaller one, but they do a great job. If it's something that you have really small, this is the smaller one's usually the one we'll grab. If it's a bigger shrub, the bigger one's usually the one we'll grab. So, all right. To the V-Ride. This is the new one I just picked up about 2 weeks ago. It's one of the reasons it's still pretty clean looking, considering some of the other ones. But so far, you know, just it's too new. We haven't really used it that much, except for some of the smaller backyards and some of the townhomes in the backyards. It's really the reason we bought it, so we don't have to push mow as much. But other than that, so far from what I can tell you, the thing is wonderful. So let's look at the time. 3.1. So this thing's brand new. And yeah, I like it. 36, it's nothing crazy. It's just a small little mower, but it is fantastic in these smaller backyards where you can't get one of these big boys in there. So, and sometimes you have a small gate and a huge backyard. The backyard's bigger than the front, and you're like, oh man, do I need to push mow all this? So that's where this comes from. And that is a 2016. All right, the Hustler X1. I've had this thing since 2011. It is a 2011. Bought it brand new. I bought all my mowers brand new. And I don't know what to tell you guys about this. And there's nothing bad about this mower. These things are phenomenal. I actually had a second one. I bought a pair. This one's a 54-inch side discharger. And I had a 60-inch rear discharger, but I ended up selling it because the rear discharge for me was not as beneficial as the side discharge. Kind of wish I kept it, because I have picked up some yards now that are like big fields, and I could have used it, but it is what it is. Anyway, this thing is a monster. It does have the Kawasaki engine. I want to say it's 28 horse if I'm not mistaken. Don't hold me to that, because there used to be a sticker right here, but it peeled off. And I did put that hook on there if we were to ever pull the aerator, which I have in the shed, the spiker. I just hook it on that so we don't have to, of course, bring a tractor or a four-wheeler or anything like that, or which I don't own. Used to have one, but a long time ago. All right, let's see the hours. This one's already showing. So 613.8. So not a whole lot of hours really, but I mean it's up there. But it still runs like a champ. I do wish those tires were run flat, because you do have to mess with them and put air in them occasionally, especially if the weather changes or anything like that. So anyway, it's I love it. Hustlers are an awesome brand. I can elaborate more into that in another video, how I got to that from push mowers and tractors, how I officially started saving green lawn care, but for another video. All right, here they are, the two 48s walk behind Scag, 15 horses. The sun, man. There they are. So this one has obviously this doesn't come on until you turn the mower on, which I'm not going to do that right now for you guys, make that noise. This one's about 300 hours, and that one's about just under 3, I think 2 and some change. So anyway, here, maybe better. That's the two. I love them. They've saved my butt ever since I bought them. And when I picked up that 36 V-Ride, I was thinking, should I sell one of these? I don't need both of them, but you know, I'm having second thoughts about that now. I might just keep it. I just don't know. And then the big boy, the Turf Tiger 2, liquid cooled, fuel injected. It is a monster. Love this thing. Let's see if I can show you guys the hours. If it'll... $156.1. So just bought it last spring, and it's gotten some very decent usage. And this is what we use when we mow some of these bigger fields, 5 acres, 2 acres, 3 acres. This is where this comes in with the Hustler, and we knock it out. We do it. It's phenomenal. It's a good mower. Let me get another shot from this view. So I don't have anything bad to say about this. I did purchase the striping kit at the bottom, and we don't, you know, you can engage it and disengage it, lift it, and then you can pull the pin and it'll drop it. So it definitely helps with putting in some nice stripes on a big yard. Wouldn't recommend this for smaller yards, unless this is the only thing of course you have, but I don't see why you would have this but not any of these other ones, in my opinion. But for big yards, man, I'm telling you, you'll cut your time in half. It's phenomenal. So there you guys have it. As far as the equipment, like some of the bigger equipment, of course, and I think in my previous video I've showed you the 2009 F-150 with the utility trailer. Recap real quick: 7.5 by 14 dual axle. And then the 2009 F-150 is a 4.6 V8, smallest V8 that Ford makes in gasoline engines, and it has just under 78,000, I believe, 77,000 and some change, almost 78,000. I do wish it was a 4-door. I need a 4-door because my 2014 F-250 is a single regular cab, and I need a 4-door. So how I ended up with both regular cabs is a long story, maybe for another video. But I think I will be probably parting ways with one. If not, then just getting a 4-door, but maybe parting ways with one. And I don't know yet, we'll see. But, and that is the trailer. Of course I got gas cans and stuff out. That's like I was saying, I wasn't gonna take out everything as well. I got 2 of these jacks, one in each truck. A little toolbox for little handheld tools, little handy tools, and then of course the big toolbox, which of course string, trash cans, pump. Always have one of your tire kits. I've blown tires left and right from nails, clippers, grease gun, and so forth. All right, let's go in the enclosed trailer. The enclosed trailer is a 8.5 by 16. I do have 2 ladders also, by the way. That's a really big ladder. I keep it just there. I always do have that regular ladder with me. You just never know when someone might ask you, hey, can you clean my gutters real quick? And if it's a regular size house, you know, single story or even a 2-story, that one will cover it. But if you got a 3-story house or something, then I would have to just schedule it and bring that one with me. So, and then of course I got the ladder. Backpack explorer, that's another thing. The backpack sprayer I did not take out, so I apologize about that for earlier. Didn't even think about it. So it is a 4-gallon professional contractor series Smith sprayer. It's all right, you know, it's time for a new one, but it does the job. I mean, I've had this thing for a couple years now, so got a lot of lime and seed and fertilizer, more gas cans, little pole chainsaw. I did not take out, it's just a little Poland Pro because I haven't used it in years. Needs a new chain, needs to be put more oil in it. But used to run Husqvarna weed eaters, so this is an extra head. I don't run those anymore, so this is not even open, it's brand new, but whatever. And of course a new head. Hey, I need to put this in the toolbox. Spare tire, of course, for this trailer, just like I have one for the enclosed, for the utility. There's the other jack. And then of course up here I have, of course it's empty now because I've taken everything out because we were using it, but this is where I put my shovels, my rigs, so that way they're not in the way. These, I don't know, they get bent, but they're for the backpack blowers. And then of course this is up here for my ladder. I did have these for the weed eaters. One fell off, I need to put it back on. But the downfall on these, I ordered it from Amazon a while back. The weed eaters spin. They don't really grab really well and hold. So I may be, and this is the buyer's product company, but I may be upgrading that to something else. That's why honestly when this one fell off, I didn't rush to put it back on because I really was not a big fan of these anyway. They spin. 3 of them is a good thing, you put 3, but they spin a lot and that's not good. All right, and here's the 2014. This is the F250 gas burner. This is the biggest gas burner engine that Ford makes, and that one's the smallest. This is the 6.2 liter V8 as well. Again, I do wish it was a 4-door. But other than that, I love this truck. I love the other one, the 09 as well. But 2014, 2009. But I love this truck. This truck is a monster. It will pull just about anything. Definitely enough for enclosed trailer and all the stuff that's loaded in there. So it's a good truck. And I do have another truck. As you guys can tell, I'm a Ford guy. I've grown up around Fords, and I like them. They've just been in my family ever since I was a kid, and I don't know, it's just something about Fords. I think Chevys are good. GMC, I own one, but they're great too. Dodge, I'm sure they're good trucks. Never really owned one, so I can't say anything about it. But Ford is the way to go for me. All right, the 93 GMC real quick on this. I would have never bought it unless under the situation that it was. Normally, there's no reason for me to buy it, especially a 93, but this one came from a family friend's father who was like 87 years old or so, and he's garaged it all its life, babied it. He was just getting too old. It was just sitting in the garage more than being used. He used it about 7 miles a week. So it's gotten like 2,000-3,000 miles in like 10-15 years or something like that. Don't hold me to that, but took it to the shop. They inspected everything. Everything works fine. Everything's great. The tires are still original from 93, I believe. You would think they're dry rot, but nope, because it was garage kept. Everything is factory on this thing. It's original. And you want to know the mileage, right? For 1993, 36 and some change, 37,000 miles. Right now it's got about 41 because I am using it. Factory everything, does not have air conditioning because back then air conditioning was an option in 93, right? So I use it more in the winter and stuff just to go around town, pick up some lumber or if some kind of job here and there. But more of just this truck is more of a retirement. I don't really want to try to turn it into a work truck, but I mean we do use it. I mean, don't get me wrong, just not like on a daily. Doesn't even have FM radio, only AM. That was apparently an option for GMC back in the day as well. So, but another thing I did not take out because it was too heavy. I do have an auger. There's the drill bit, and two more. Look at that, another chainsaw, 2 chainsaws. The 180 BT Husqvarna, I got 2 of those backpack blowers. Nothing wrong with them, just as a backup. And then I have the 2-man auger, and is the Honda GXV 160 overhead. So thing helps out when we're planting trees or plants or anything like that. So totally forgot about those. It's because it's in here, that's why. This truck is in mint condition, man. Let's see if it's unlocked. No, I locked it. But I will thoroughly make another video just about the trucks, pop the hoods, go the inside, you know, open the doors, turn it on, let it run, show you guys. This thing is like brand new, like it just came out of factory. The whole thing, the engine, the inside, the body is, I mean, it's just phenomenal. So that's the only reason I ended up buying this. Like I said, I'm not a GMC guy, especially for a 93, but it's a great truck. It does have a little ding right there, and there's a few little scratches here and there. As I mentioned, he was getting older and he started making a little scratch here and there, and it was just in the way, so decided to part ways. That Honda's for sale, but that's another story. So there's that, and here is all my equipment, guys. This is what I roll with on 2017. Please keep in mind, this is something I've accumulated throughout years, of course. This is not something I just went out and bought. This is just something that's built up. Some of the stuff that I've started with I don't own anymore. Some of the stuff that I started with I do. I do have the original push mower in the shed that I started with. I mean, that thing still runs. It's back from 2009, which is when I started the company. And the wheels are bare, man. That thing is falling apart. But you know what? It worked. I push mowed my whole backyard one day just to see if it works, and it cut beautifully. So I don't think I'll get rid of that thing. It's just a reminder of how I started and where I'm at now. You know, they say you gotta crawl before you walk, and then you gotta walk before you run. So I'll take another shot real quick from the other side because I know the sun. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. If I don't know an answer, I'll just say I don't know. If I do, I'll be happy to share something. There's another view of everything. Don't ask me on any prices. I will not share anything like that. I know how that goes on YouTube, so I am not gonna disclose anything like that. I'm sure you guys, if you guys know these machines and things like that, you can look them up online or go to your dealer. So, and I will, of course, always, as I purchase new equipment and things, I will always share and record and show you guys. Like I said, I'm new to YouTube, so bear with me. Some of these videos may not be as professional as some of the ones I've been watching. A lot of these guys, man, they do a fantastic job recording and making videos. So, so I'm just starting out. So, yeah, there are the other weed eaters, and there's the vacuum and pressure washer. So, all right, if you have any questions, like I said, feel free. And I enjoyed sharing with you what I'm working with. And like I said, this is something I've accumulated over the years. I've been in business since 2009. Have a crew, and we do about 120 plus a week. I love it. I wouldn't do anything else, guys. I truly have a passion for this. I love cutting grass. I think I found my niche, and I think one of the reasons I'm successful is because I do it for the love of it. I truly enjoy it. I look at it as every day as a hobby about it, and then the money, of course, just comes with it. So, but all right, I think this is it's turned into that 30-minute video, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, and I will keep you guys posted. I'll try to do a daily video, if not at least every other day. Things are picking up for us, so I am super busy. But I will definitely, this is something I've committed with YouTube. Several other friends of mine have it that I'm very close with, and so I've watched their videos and I'm like, hey, you know, I have a lot to show. Why not share it with the world and show you guys what I got and what I do. My videos were all going to be about just what I do, whether it's right or wrong for somebody else. That's fine. You know, not a problem at all. But they're right for me, and they're right for my customers. So I will just continue to do what I'm doing and what I've been doing for 9 years. So I hope you enjoy, man. I really appreciate everybody watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.